Yo, what's good? It's your boy DJ Instrumental. There go JERZ. Let me put my headphones on. I'm tripping. Can you hear me? Hey, I can't hear you, man. Jesus Christ. Not tonight, not when we got guests. Hello. Are you there, Jersey? You can't hear me? Wait a minute. Let me see something. Cause I think this Mike trying to pick up with this camera.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. What's going on,
I
everybody?
got an echo, but it'll work.
Okay. Well, now let me cut it out then. Can you hear me? We good?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? We in the building. Another episode, Tuesday night special, Mental Conversations podcast. I go by the name of DJ JERZ, the host.
And I go by the name DJ Instrumental.
We in the building. What's going on, fam?
Man, this double echo is messing with me. I'm in what you call it? The settings. Yeah, because it's driving me crazy.
Driver, let's switch it then. Do what you got to do, my guy.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, we're gonna roll with it. In the house. That's on the cast. Last week was on. We bring her on here.
Yeah, man. We got special guests in the building today, huh?
The one and only.
Yeah, Mr. Crazy Carla Simpson's gonna be on the show in a few minutes, but we want to talk about a few things. What's going on, Carla? How you doing?
Hi. Can y'all hear me?
Just froze up on us.
Yeah. You froze, but we can hear you.
Yeah. See, I told you it ain't just me, man. It's something about you. I don't know what it is, man.
I don't know. It's probably. I just got a new camera today.
Okay, that's what's up.
And I think it's trying to pick up the
Carl,
audio.
I see you flashing over there. You see us? You hear us? You talk to us?
What's up, Carla?
Hey, Carla, what's going on?
Can you see me?
I don't hear her. We don't hear her on the vocals.
I can hear her. You probably can't hear her on your end. I can hear her.
I can't hear nobody on my. I can't hear her. Did you add? Because I don't hear anything. I just hear you, my guy.
I can hear Carla loud and clear. Say something, Carla.
Hi. I was making sure. I was like, listen, let me make sure folks can hear me.
I guess we're gonna have to do this through you, my guy.
Yeah.
So what's going on? You know, this is what we do each and every Tuesday, Mental Conversation Podcast. We got a special guest in the building. Well, one of them. We're supposed to have two tonight. Well, we'll just see. But we got one right now. We're supposed to have two. Actually, three. Supposed to have three tonight. But we'll just go with the flow tonight, see how things are going. So what's been going on this weekend, my guy?
A lot. Whole lot. Yeah. Big things popping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do y'all look like y'all sitting down and I'm standing up, man? That's crazy.
Because I believe you is standing up.
No, I'm in my chair, man. I'm in the room. I'm in the lab this time. You know, I done went from my normal spot, so I'm in the room today. So I'm gonna try something new. So that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna try something new too. Because I think my new camera everything.
Let me see.
It's brand spanking.
Okay, let's see something. Carla, can I say something to the people? Let's make sure I hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
There we go. Oh, we in the building. We in the building, baby. We in the building. What's going on, everybody? We got the special guest in here. You know, last week we had some, family situations. We had to do all this stuff around, and next thing I know, there we lost them. Oh, we lost them.
I'm still here.
I know.
I'm just trying to get this thing
last
off.
week.
Should I turn my camera? Is it cool like this?
You good. My guy over there, doing this thing. So, we get it right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I think I had.
It sounds like you back away. You're away a little bit, but
wait a minute.
It's a volume that we can hear you. Well, anyway, while he's doing that, how you doing, Crazy Carla? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. It's Tuesday. I made it. I'm here. Like my big mom used to say, I got all my teeth in my mouth. I'm in my right mind. I'm good, you know.
Okay. How was the
We
weekend?
are happy to have you here too.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
You know,
Yes.
like we said before last week, you know, we try to get the special guest. So we went on her show last week. If y'all didn't get to see that, go check that out. But otherwise than that, what's been going on? Everybody, how was the weekend? What's been going on? So how's things going? My man, DJ,
All
talk
right,
to me.
so yeah, since I ain't got that damn echo no more, I can finally tell you. I ain't really had time to prepare. It was like 6. I said I gotta go get another camera because the one, my internal one, last week I was looking like an anime character, and I ain't appreciate that when I was on your show. So
Got step
I had
game
to,
up. See,
I
Carla,
had
see,
to fix
got step game up.
that.
You did. You look fine. You look fine. You look fine. I
Yeah,
posted some of the clips. I hope you saw them. I'm putting them up as they, you know. But
yeah,
I appreciate y'all coming on the show. It was fun. We had fun. You know,
yeah,
I try to have fun. I asked the questions.
Yeah, it's our turn.
Um,
It's our turn
yeah.
today. I got stuff for you today. But anyway, as we normally set off, you know, we talk about our weekend, and see how things are for, and give up with the topics of what's been going on for the week. And then we're gonna get with Miss Carla and ask her some questions to see how she got started in this game because she got many hats. And you know, in that case, we want to know about it so you can tell the other world and everybody in that instance. But Jay, talk to the people, man. Tell me what's up. Tell me how the weekend go and what's been going, what you was doing, so that way we can.
all right, so mainly I be all over the damn place, and it go by so fast. So I just be like, dang, everything be a blur. I mean, it went by fast because
Mm.
Saturday I was double booked. Um,
That's no.
Friday, what?
That's no.
Jesus Christ, what did I do Friday? I think I was like out of my mind,
Yeah.
toe up a little bit.
Saturday, you came back from Salem to shake some trees, so
Yeah, but of course Sunday, let me tell you about Cooper's. Cooper's this past Sunday was a movie, a zoo, uh epic, everything you can think of. Like we went crazy Sunday night for the mothers. We put on for Mother's Day. We gave
Nice.
we really did it for the mothers. It was nice. I suggest y'all come every Sunday, come rock with us. Cause I know usually during the holidays or whatever day it falls on, of course, it's gonna be thick because some people don't got to go to work, some people do. But if you don't got to work, or even if you come and stay 2-3 hours, just come vibe and fellowship. We have a ball. I get on the mic from time to time. I sing. I do my shower singing, because I ain't
that's
no singer.
shower. Not
Ain't
not
nothing wrong with
I do.
that.
shower.
Yeah, I do a little
Okay,
something, something.
okay. Not
But
the
yeah.
shower singers, but I appreciate that. But
What
anyway,
up, nice guy?
it's a nice guy in the building. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Legend DJs, all my brothers, there's all things. Shout out to all my DJs. You know how we do. Also, Miss Carla. So,
Yeah.
how was your weekend? What did you get into this weekend?
It
How did?
was good. You know, it was Mother's Day weekend.
Okay, that's right.
And I'm a mother, and I thank God my mommy is still here. So I got to spend time with my mommy and my kids and my sister and her kids. And well, one of my daughters had to work.
Okay.
My other daughter, my oldest daughter, the one that has like how many kids she got now? 6. She was with her, her set, and it was cool. I cook myself. I like to cook. I like my food better than restaurant food. So I made me a crab boil and
See,
it was
well,
delicious. And
well,
then, we just hung out and then I came and got on the couch and binge watched TV. That's what I did.
well, that's a good thing. That's it's blessed and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that was out there this past
Yes.
weekend.
Yes. It
But
was great.
okay, that was up. My weekend consists of staying in the house. I mean, I needed some rest, some R&R, relaxing race, and then Saturday went out with the family. Get the case may be. Then Sunday had to do a little work, and then you started all over again. So, I don't look at that, take that lightly, man. A lot of people mental need some relaxation. So if you doing like 6 days a week, at least have that Sunday dedicated to
Yeah.
yourself. Do some church,
Yeah.
get yourself
Okay.
we can do that situation well. Oh, I lost my partner. He'll be back. I know he's still around, but he'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Anyway, I got some questions for you. So we're gonna start that up while he do that. But my first question to you is let the people know who you are and the many hats that you have, and then we're gonna go in depth about some of them things that you do.
Well, I am Crazy Carla, the comedian, Carla Simpson, the actress, Afro, the poetess, and Crazy Carla, the podcaster. So I do all of those things fluidly. I love doing comedy. I've been doing comedy about 20 years now.
Oh, good.
I've
You've
been
been
doing comedy a long time.
a
I
vet now.
started doing comedy when my children were in school as an outlet.
Okay.
Um, and little did I know that comedy would get me through a separation, a divorce, a layoff, some, losing some people, all the things. Comedy has been therapy for me. So I've been doing that. I've been acting full time for
Kudos to you,
about
Pat. Kudos to you.
9 years.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Uh, I've been doing poetry longer than that. Hi, Greg.
Hey,
What's
wait, no,
happening?
I've
What's
been
happening? What's happening?
we gonna get
and
on him in a minute. We're gonna get on him in a minute.
yeah, and so I mean, I just do the things. I've always been a performer, a entertainer. And then as my children got older, I started doing because they're all adults now. But now I'm in Sugarland, which is, what I call myself because my grandchildren are not allowed to call me grandma. I'm in Sugarland,
Okay.
and I'm actively raising an 8-year-old.
Kudos to
Pray
you
for me,
for
my
that. Yeah.
granddaughter, and I love it. I love it. She's
Okay.
my favorite little person.
Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah. She run things around there last week. Yeah, remember? I
she's
heard that.
her own celebrity in her own right. Pinky, people like, where's Pinky? We need you to post Pinky. But yeah, I love it. And I don't know. I've just been doing this. I've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to experience the fruits of my labor.
That's good.
Things are kicking off, so I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot on that one. Well, the person always
Hey,
crashed the
JERZ.
party. Get him. Go ahead.
JERZ, can you hear me?
Yeah, we in here,
Yeah.
man. We see you
My
now.
my internet connection is retarded. It booted me out twice.
Okay,
Oh,
back in here.
It's
Okay. Well,
retarded.
without further ado, we got a special guest in the building, all the way from Baltimore. God's favorite comedian. What's up, Mr. Russian? Talk to the people, man. How you doing, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, man, let me
Yeah,
tell you
so for
let me tell you about this guy right here, man. I had to hunt him down, man. So let's go back, okay? I want y'all to say you understand. Let me paint the picture for you and
Tell
see
the
what
whole thing, though. Tell the whole thing.
I'll tell them the whole thing. So we all at the comedy show, right? All of us was together, right? And I
Yeah,
said,
right.
hey, I got the numbers. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do the podcast. Things happen. Life's life. So we okay. So
Right.
I'm calling him like, hey man, I like to have you on the show. Everything's good, and this is what we're doing. I call him, no answer. I text him, no answer. I call him again. He sends me the voicemail. Then I call his partner in crime, my man P, our mutual friend. I tell him to, yo, get your man on the phone. He said, hold up, I'll get him. Called him. He answered immediately. Yo, what's up? How you doing? I said,
okay.
when I see you on site, dog. And he was like, nah, man, I thought it was a telemarketing number, man. I promise you, I didn't lock you
No,
in.
no, no. Said it right. I thought it was a bill collector. You know what I'm
Oh,
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Say the bill collector.
Yeah.
Cause listen,
Yeah.
I got family that give my number out all the time. It's like they remember mine so well. I be like, wait, I never bought no. And every time, I promise you. So I
so
thought that's what it was. I didn't have you saved, so I was
called
like,
him today.
boom.
We text him up today. He was like, hey, you going? He said, all right, I'm there. He said, I might not be long. I'm in and out from on tour, but I'll give you some time. So I said, hey, but
yeah.
otherwise than that, welcome to the show, man.
And
Mr.
for those of y'all
Appreciate you.
that don't know, Cree and Carla was on the same show. It was like 2 Fridays ago now.
Yes.
Like two
Yes.
It'll
Fridays
be two
ago.
Fridays this week. Yeah.
First Fridays at Simply Sonia's, man, that's going down each and every first Friday. I'll be on the ones and twos. We have a host of different comedians, but they absolutely came through and killed. So we said we got to get them on the show.
Yep.
I already knew
Appreciate you.
Cree. That was my first time meeting Carla, even though I've seen some of your sets before.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't get to tell you that on the last show, but yeah.
But Credo,
Oh, wow.
but Credo, I didn't even know this was in his bag. I met him from other time, keeping people safe. walking around, make sure people maintain it. We all
Right.
get out the building
Right.
right. Oh, he was in there making people laugh now. So kudos to you, my brother.
Appreciate
I
you.
heard
Appreciate you.
Wonderful.
partners. I've been doing my little what you call it? What's my words? Let me say how can I do this. My investigating about your craft, and I heard you do a little poetry on the side too. So you ain't tell nobody about that. But we'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
know, multiple streams of revenue. You gotta have the multiple streams. You know what I'm talking
Got
about?
to.
That's why y'all on here because we respect the craft that you do. Everybody's a hustler. As long as it is
Yeah.
done
Right.
the right way, that's fine.
Right.
But we got some questions for you. But since you back, DJ, you got anything you want to add on before I start doing these questions, these fires out?
No, you do the questions because you take over the show any damn way.
Nah, don't
You
do
do the
that.
Oh
questions.
no, don't do that. Don't be
Carla,
like
didn't we
Yeah,
just
he
that.
have
do. He
Carla, didn't we
do.
just have this conversation?
See,
See,
you
look,
had the two Aquarius side there. You put your foot down.
see,
You
Hey,
know.
yeah,
it happens every time. He got the
but
questions.
you know what? My
I'm
brother, I love my
gonna
brother.
let you do your cue cards.
Anyway, welcome to the show. But I have some questions I wanted the people so they can get a little familiar with you guys. First question, ladies first. Um, like you say, how you got in the game. So we're gonna ask him also. But I want to ask you this question: when you're going into, just like as a DJ, we have to, when we get booked for a gig or whatever, we have certain things that we do to get ready and prepared. As a comedian, and you get booked for a certain show, what is your thought process, or how do you plan yourself and get yourself prepared for any type of environment, whether you know it or don't know it? But what are some of your standards that you do to get started?
Well, for me, I always like I'm a music person. Like, you know, my father was a musician. Everything I do is to music. You know, and so based upon if I'm doing a clean show, you know, because I do clean comedy versus doing what I call the Carla comedy, you know, when I get to just be me all the way. Um, I pick a soundtrack for me to rehearse my stuff. And then I think about my crowd, my audience. Is it young? Is it mixed? Is it clean? Is it not? Is it club? You know, and then I go from there. And I listen to certain music to get pumped up, right? I write to certain music because I don't just get up there and make up stuff. I actually have like a huge book full of materials.
Okay.
And but what I do is I read the room because I might have written a set for an audience. And when I get in there and see the audience and feel the vibe, I'll change it on a dime. So I always have what I call a backup set because based upon your crowd, you have to do that sometimes. Now I have had a flub or two because the crowd just wasn't, you know, sometimes things as artists, when you're doing stuff live, it very rarely happens, but I have had it happen where the people just sit there and look at you like this.
That's right.
And normally that's the church crowd.
Yeah.
It depends. Because
Okay.
you know, I think in the world of comedy, they expect you to be more physical as a church comedian, and you can be more cerebral with other crowds. So you have to really read the room, and that's how I get ready. I just get my music going, I get my pen and paper, and then once I figure out what I'm going to actually do and what I'm going to talk about, I just go with it and I just recite it. You know, I just put it in my head.
Okay. Same for you, Mr. Russian. Tell me, how you get?
It just depends. It really just depends how much time I have before the show. If I got a couple weeks, I may try some material out of the open mic, right? So if it's new material, I'll try it, see how the crowd messing with it. But most of my preparation comes from on site. So it's like I gotta see the crowd. You know, just like she said, you don't know what kind of crowd. Is it gonna be a mixed crowd? Is it gonna be an older crowd? Because let me tell you right now, you cannot do the same jokes for an older crowd that you would. Man, they'll tear you
Yeah.
up. They'll tear you up. And
Tell you a
I
new
feel
one.
like when the elders are silent, that's when it's really bad, because their silence it'll kill you. It'll
Yeah.
it'll be when they just looking at you like, and they waiting to be entertained. That's one of
Yeah.
the worst feelings ever. One of the worst shows I've ever been through was at a retirement home. Now, I'm thinking it's the assisted living where they still kind of lively. No, they had me over in their hospice where they finna get up out of here.
Oh wow.
They sitting there like, bro, like I'm wasting my life. Like this is the last I spent last of my days listening to you. It was bad. It was one dude tried to get up and they was like, he hasn't stood in 20 years. And I was like, dang, I know. He tried to get up out of there. So that was one of the worst shows. That was it was a long drive home.
That's wild.
It was a long drive
crazy.
home. I was like, is this what you want, God? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? So my preparation is really on the spot with it sometimes because you gotta see and you have to look at the environment. Sometimes the environment may be your opener. I done did some shows at some places that were like really wild looking. So it's like, oh, I could do 15 minutes off of just this alone, you know, and that's also how you get them to engage. That crowd work pulls them in because it's happening in real time. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. But for the most part, most of the preparation happens when I get there and I'm looking around. Sometimes that's why I try to get there early too. Because when you get there early, you can kind of case it, you know?
Right.
You know what's crazy? Comedy and DJing is about like one and the same because Jersey can attest to this. We don't never go with a prepared set, so to speak, because we never know. We basically read the room, like you said. You might look out there, you might see some 50-year-olds, you might see some 30-year-olds. So you like, damn, I gotta hit everybody. But for the most part, Jersey can probably attest to this too. We done been in some spots where people is just sitting there and when you in mid transition, they're looking at you like you can read their face like, what song this nigga finna play? Especially the women, they the worst. Like they'll fold their arm, they get the pop in their neck, or
rolling their eyes
and like, like we'll have the dance floor packed, and it'll be one that be like, can you play something I can dance to? And I'm like, lady, I don't know what you dance to, but
and I
you
always
see all
say
these
that,
other
what is
people out here having a good time. Like, what is that? So yeah, we our minds be prepared to go and rock the spot, but sometimes it just be like, yeah, this ain't the night.
Right.
And there's things that you guys said that you prepare, how you prepare, whether you don't know what's going on. And the good thing about it, you said you guys can read the crowd and adapt. And that's one of the things that me and DJ always talk about. We say, hey, we already know that we can go on the fly, we can go any genre, we can mix with any crowd or whatever, and that's what you have to do. So that's a good thing about that as well. Also, even though you also DJ, you did a little comedian. What was your setup? Even though you do a different,
Oh man,
what was your
you
setup?
know what? I never even. I'm surprised you even said that.
Yeah.
I actually did like I took like a 10-year hiatus from DJing. Around that time I had gotten married and she didn't really want me to do nothing. So me trying to adhere to what she wanted to do, I was like, I'm gonna put the turntables up on the chill. After about the first year, I was like, nah, this ain't working. So I tried my hand in stand-up comedy. They gave me a 30-minute set in Raleigh, which actually turned out pretty good. But I was just like, I'm more so of the funny on the fly, like when I'm with my people and we just having general conversation versus me putting together a full set and getting on stage. I was like, I would never disrespect the culture like that. So I did it like once. And then I just started doing like skits because I can do a skit like that's
Amen.
But me standing on stage and trying to make people laugh, and it's like, this ain't working. I can do it with my peoples in the hood because they know me and they know I'm silly by nature. But going to a crowd where I don't know this person, that person, and like I said, them looks, they will get me. Them looks you were talking about, if I get either one of them, I'm like, that's my time. I'll come get this mic.
Come get this. Somebody come get this.
Yeah.
See that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and that's
ain't nothing wrong.
right.
I tell people all the time.
That's why
you
I asked,
can get a
you
stage
guys
back
been on
their
both
time.
sides. Yeah, you guys been on both sides of the coin. Even when I'm hosting, it's still the same way. You got to look at the energy.
Yeah.
We got to cut the light on. We got to go in and be ready to go. Expect anything. So that was one of the questions that you got. Our next question was, my bad, Mr. Russian. Tell the people how you got in this comedy business. I apologize for that. Let
Oh no, man! I make it quick since I ran late. I won't be before you long like the Reverend. I was about 19. I was going to a community college back home called Maricosta College, and we had a Black Student Union conference. The Black Student Union conference was to get high schoolers excited to go to college and kind of get them, get their feet wet.
Okay.
when we had it, it was the first one, the very first one, and we didn't have nothing ready. The keynote speaker wasn't there, the food wasn't there, the musician, nobody was ready, but all the high schoolers showed up on time. And we supposed to feed them. They done missed breakfast. They done woke these kids up early. So the only thing set up was the
Wow.
mic and speakers. And I was just a stagehand. I was just like a helper. My sociology professor, shout out Dr. Bruce Hoskins, he was like, Creek, go up there and stall them. And I was like, what do I do? He was like, I don't know, man, just go up there. And I did like 45 minutes of just freestyle, like off the top, stand up. And it was crazy. It was like, it was just hidden, joke after joke. And that was like the first high. I was like, yo, this is it. This is what I want to do. And it's crazy because I always wanted to do stand up, but I didn't know the first thing about getting started. I didn't know about like hitting the mics. I didn't know about, you know, how to write or how to craft a joke or the rule of three or learning callbacks or, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know none of this stuff. That came later, but that was my first taste of the stage. And it was crazy. And it was a mixed crowd because it's teenagers, it's the adults that brought them, it's the you know, some of the since it was the first one, a lot of the school council was there. Like the people in control of funding, they want to see what we do, what you Negroes doing with the money. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit of everything there, and that was it, man. Just boom, boom. And by the time I had finished, everything was ready. The food was there, the keynote speaker was there, like everything was. It was perfect timing.
Good flow, good flow. Well, thank you for that story. See, that's what we look at it. Yeah, that's real
Well,
dope.
actually, you asked me how long I've been doing comedy. You asked me how I started.
I was gonna get to that, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Get
And
him,
that's the
caller.
story in
Get him.
itself.
Get him.
I was
That's
trying
right.
to give him some grace here. I didn't want to get in this butt about that. I was trying to, but now, Miss Carla, please
Get him,
explain how you
caller.
got.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And see, this is looking, y'all acting like the people now, because y'all know I was thinking today I was watching this video off topic of this guy. He got arrested. Well, no, somebody called the cops on him because he spoke up for himself. And he talked and even killed the whole time and everything. But because he was a black man, they said he was being aggressive. And I am always the girl. I am always the lady who, you know, when I worked in corporate America, y'all see my voice carries. I don't even need a microphone. But when I got something to say, I'm going to say it. And that's not me being aggressive. That's my nature.
Yeah.
I'm a Leo. I speak up. I'm not. And if I don't say something, it's because I'm marinating on it. And you better let me marinate. Okay.
I can relate.
We
I
know.
know exactly what you're talking about.
You know? So, but I started doing comedy at Alexander Devereaux's alone. I don't even know if y'all remember that, but there was a club and it was a restaurant in Greensboro called Alexander Devereaux's. And Amos Quick was doing amateur comedy night. And me and my girlfriends would go just like for girls' night after work or whatever. And my thing is I was doing my green apple martinis. I was drinking and I was cutting up. And my friend said, Carla, you should go up there. And I was like, and they would. And they were like, do comedy. And I was like, I don't know how to do comedy. They was like, you do comedy all the time. So the guy said, yeah, $100 prize. Now, this is back then, $100 prize. I was like, $100 prize. So I went up there and I signed the list. And I got up there and started talking about them children of mine and they daddy that I was married to at the time. And child, I won.
Okay. All right. See,
That's dope.
And Amos took me under his wing and I started doing shows with him. Okay. And the first person I ever opened for was now it's Small Fire, but she was Small Fry back then.
Small Fry.
And we were at the Shriners Club in Greensboro. And it was BYOB. And my family came from New York and everything, baby. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
And I had a good time.
That's dope.
And I've been doing it ever since.
Well, shout out to you guys, both of you guys. I know you put a lot into it to make sure, you know, things are right, professional, you know, get the things. So we understand that. Well, shout out to you guys for that one. DJ, got a question for you, my brother, since you out on that special. Now, over here in Winston, there was only one comedy club on this side that they used to have. Oh, next to Junie June's over here. But
Oh yeah.
in Greensboro, is there only that one comedy club that's out there, or is there a few of them?
Comedy Zone is the only one that's still standing from years ago.
Okay.
Like I was telling Carla, we was on her show. The one we did have, it was called Class E. The guy he passed away of cancer, but he was bringing big names, like he was bringing like heavyweights, and they were doing 3-day shows.
Okay.
Like I was telling Carla, when Bill Bellamy came, me and him got cool on the first day. We hung
Yeah.
out the whole 3 days he was here. Lunell, she was real cool. Her
Yo,
bodyguard
Luna
was
always
an
was she.
asshole. But
Well, when Carla can contest to this, when we used to do, when I used to do the shows at Patio 924, we used to have Luna.
Yeah.
And
I
then
remember Patio
we
924.
used
I've
to have
done it there. Yeah, I've done it a lot of places.
in there.
Yeah.
So that's where another times we do that. So that's a shout out to you guys for that. Next question. Since Carlin asked you first, you love music and you love comedy. How do you pick and choose and know? Like you said, your process is listening to music to start to get your comedy. But you said music on your podcast, that's number one and comedy's number two.
I love music. I
But you
love music. I used to sing a little bit, but that's a whole nother story. I grew up with musicians, so I can sing if I have to. I have sung in stage plays, you name it. I used to sing for a jazz group. I used to sing background for them for years. Um, I, I like music, and depending on my mood is what I like. But I always like reggae. I
hey, we-
always like
hey,
reggae.
listen,
Always
hey, listen,
like jazz. I always like R&B. I'm a neo soul girl,
of course.
but I do like country. My mama listens to country music, and I grew up listening to country music. My grandfather liked bluegrass and country.
Okay.
Um, he's my grandfather's Lumbee Indian, and they're from down, 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 deep down in the South, and they listen to country music. The other side, Caribbean, listen to that, listen to the R&B. I just like it all. But when I'm trying to get real hype and I know I got a big show, the first thing I put on is the Rock Wilder by Redman. All my people know I'm either listening to Rock
That,
Wilder
that's
or
how
I'm or I'm
that's how
putting on
we
Sweet and I'm going for it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's how
saying? And that gets me pumped up.
that's a
I
good
like
one.
Guy. I like
good.
New Jack Swing. New Jack Swing gets me in a certain space, like when I'm trying to get hype. So I listen to Guy, especially. I listened to that first Guy album and just by the end of it, I know I'm ready.
Man,
So it
that,
just
that,
depends. You'll see me pulling in the shows with my music blasting. I'm the girl who still blasts her music.
and man, I think that's every girl. That has not changed, man. They still do
Yeah.
it. Pull up to the scene and a lot. They huh? Hold on, let me cut this down. Hello? Yeah, yeah. Mr. Russian, tell the
So
people what you like, what you meant to the music and your music and your comedy. Will get you right. Which one? Which gets you?
Um, it just depends, man. There's a couple tracks that I got that kind of put me in the headspace. Definitely Nipsey Hussle. Some
okay.
Eshawn Burgundy. Shout out Eshawn Burgundy. But as far as like what I put first, because I used to rap, right? I'm talking about I was the typical rapper kid, big DJ headphones, the CD with instrumentals on it, and got the composition notebook like, hey, cuz now right now I got one more verse. Like I was literally, I thought
You
that was the
sound like
ticket.
DJ over there.
I'm telling, look, everybody knew. Like in high school, I was known like for rapping. I was known for that. But the way comedy just kind of like just hit the ground running, because the hip hop highway is flooded. Let's
Okay.
be real,
Yeah,
it's
it
flooded.
is.
Your
Okay.
mailman probably got a mixtape. You get what I'm saying?
That's
Everybody be rapping, especially with how accessible the technology has become. You could make a whole mixtape from the phone. So
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
now the hip hop highway is flooded. So what kind of drew me to comedy was how easy it is to stand out
Okay.
in comedy,
Okay.
because there's no beat to hide behind, there's no producer to hide behind, there's no gimmick or dance. It's just you on that stage, and if you got it, you got it. And if
Okay.
you don't, you don't. And people know that off the rip.
Okay.
So it's like, even though I love both, comedy has a little bit more of importance in my heart, and a little bit more of my respect, because music can be manipulated. There's so many tracks I listen to now as an adult a grown man, super grown man, I'm like, hey, this man is not talented. This man had a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, how did they
He had a
get him? How
bop.
did they trick
What he
us?
say? He had a bop.
Man, what he had, but it'd be like a time period or a moment. But now that that moment has passed, I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh, y'all got us. This was just y'all rode on the high of this track.
Gotcha.
And now that we processing and we thinking and we got actual, you know, different our palates have changed. It's like, oh, this ain't, you got some tracks that's timeless. We'll never take none away from the classics that put you in that mode every time. But some of these cats were gimmicky. You know what I'm saying? Gimmicky when you like, hey, wait a minute, this ain't good at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why comedy to me is harder and has my respect more. And I place it just a little bit above music. But in my opinion, they go hand in hand. Just like how some of the best albums have the best comedy skits. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like,
and that's why I brought that up, because this young brother, my brother over here, we usually go with the Red Man Method Man situation. That's why they look at us. That's how we always do our. The reason why I say this, because this man needs to get his flowers too. He does so much, and like he did on the show, I got to give him his flowers too. If he's not,
saved my life, both of you.
if he's not DJing, he's writing music. He's putting out EPs. Now he's even added his skits. Now he add movies to his belt. So I'm proud of you, my brother. Just want to say that on our podcast, not just because I know
for sure.
I've been watching you. And you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure you stay positive. But I ask those questions because whether we're a DJ, whether we're comedians, whether we host, whether we're poets, the main situation is how is our mental when we're going into this, like we're locking ourselves behind closed doors, how we're putting this, even the podcast situation. Like I said, we said in the other podcast, we put this together because we believed in the platform, we believed in the conversations we're having. We want everybody to know, and the fact that we get to have people just give their feed, their walks of life, and do stuff like that, we just want to give back to it. So that's why I asked you those questions. DJ,
Yes,
we didn't
sir.
get to talk about it last time, but we want you to let the people know, because even new people need to know about your EP, your upcoming about it. Make sure you let them know about that.
So I got, as of right now, I got 2 done. The Magnificent Masterpiece Volume 1 and 2 is out right now. I got two videos. One is called Get Tuffy. Creed was supposed to be in it doing his little walk, but I couldn't get in touch with him. I couldn't get in touch with him, but I'm gonna do a remix and make sure you're in it. But the second one is called The Come Up. It's basically my life story about basically how I came into the game, because I came in the game rapping. That was my niche. But once I figured out I could DJ, I was like, okay, I'll put rapping on my background. Like you said, it's a flooded highway, but I put it out mainly because I love music so much, and I'm a writer by nature. You know what I'm saying? So I also have a R&B artist that I'm managing, and I just finished up her album, producing and writing every single lyric. But the credit doesn't go to me so much because this woman can blow. Like the stuff I wrote for her, it's like, damn, I actually wrote that, because like you're singing it and it sounds way better than what I pictured in my head. But this woman is amazing. So she's definitely up next. She's got a
who's
showcase.
the artist?
Her name is Angel Latrice, and she's on the feed right now. She always watching. Check in, but she has an artist showcase coming up the 15th at Allure. It's a soul food restaurant up here. I'll post up so everybody can come and show us some support. This woman is amazing. Last time she was there, she had people literally crying, like tears.
Very good.
Shout out to her. Shout out to this.
Kudos, mama.
Yes. To her back and let her take off. Me, like I said, when I do music, I mainly do it because I love it, and because of my musical background and who my people are. I love the feeling it gives me. Like I was telling Carl on her show, going to sleep at night with the different lo-fi tracks. Man, I'll be waking up feeling refreshed. And yesterday I came in here, I bought a yoga mat. I don't know how to do yoga. I barely can sit crisscross applesauce, but
it doesn't matter.
I made it my business to get in some kind of a form, and I meditated for the first time, and I felt so good afterwards. So to make that a daily routine. Like meditate, my mind was so clear And
You have to. I
yeah,
have to meditate. Like,
The mental
yeah,
side,
yeah,
mental side, you
hmm
have to do that. And we always encourage
yeah,
people to make time for yourself. I was telling
mhm,
hmm
somebody today they work like 6 days, 7 days, and I'm like, you gotta take time for yourself.
you got to,
Gotta
yeah,
stop the outside world, turn everything off, and just if you
hmm
gotta listen to music, if you gotta read, you gotta write, or you want to watch something, just do something for you, so you can say that's your because your brain's gonna keep going no matter what. It never shuts off.
yeah.
absolutely. Yes.
And what I
Okay.
You
want
got
to
to
ask,
put your feet in some grass too, man.
yeah,
Get that
I do that
grounding.
too. I hug trees. Yeah,
There we go.
definitely.
I
Yeah,
There we
do.
go.
I'm a tree
Yeah.
hugger. I have
Yeah.
two in the backyard. One's named Myrtle, and the other one I call her Ma, because she's an old tree,
for
And
sure.
trees absorb our energy. So when I get really despondent and I can't go get in the shower, because water is a good way to, relax. But
Yeah,
go touch the tree. Go out in the yard barefoot, y'all.
Get
I'm a
that.
barefoot
I do it
walking
all
person.
the
My
time.
cousins, when I used to go to New York, they say, "You so country." I don't care. My feet got to touch the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I need to
Gotta get
feel
that
the
reset.
energy of the earth.
Hmm
So
Work.
that's kudos. And trust me, yoga is so easy. When I first started doing yoga, I quit because I said yoga's for flat people. Y'all know I got all this ass behind me, child. I try to lay down flat. That shit ain't work.
Yeah,
That works. Yeah,
yeah.
understand.
And
I definitely
so
tried. I definitely tried a few little poses yesterday, and I was like, I'm so goddamn uncoordinated. I couldn't get right, so
Over here.
I finally
He
just
like,
yeah. Look, I felt like the one of them statues. The motherfucker be like that. I was like,
But you
I
know
thought
what? You'll
this
be
could work.
surprised. You'll get used to doing like you'll
Yes, you
find the
could.
ones that
Yeah,
work for you.
right,
And
right.
it's amazing. I
Yeah,
love doing yoga, and yoga made me strong too. I didn't realize how much strength,
yeah, because we
yeah.
people have that do yoga. You be like, dang. But
hmm
I love yoga. I love the stretching. I like that you really have to slow your mind down and concentrate on what you're doing.
Yeah, you got to focus everything out because, like, when I close my eyes, I had, when your mind is idle, it's be all kind of shit going on. What happened yesterday or the day before? But I got
Mm.
to a point where I didn't hear anything but that meditation music, and when I got up, I just felt like lighter. I was like, damn, that feel good. I said, yeah, this about to be every day.
and it's what it is.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask both of y'all, when it come to y'all doing shows, I'm gonna say I don't kind of like using the word ritual, but I'm gonna say what is your go-to thing to do before you hit that stage? Like when whoever the host is like calling y'all to the stage, like how was your nerves? Because I was always told, and again, something Jersey can attest to, when you do something that you're good at, if you don't get nervous hitting that stage or entertaining the people, then you're not really doing what you meant to do. So like how was y'all like mental state before you actually touch that stage?
It depends sometimes, especially when I'm doing new material.
Yeah,
And I know, I'm veering off of doing, my tried and true. Like I always do Raekwon and Mr. Willie because people are like, why didn't you talk about Raekwon and Mr. Willie? So when you're a comedian, you have the jokes that people look for, but then you
yeah.
have the other stuff, right? And I
hmm
explain to people because people say, how is that so? But it's weird. I rarely get nervous doing comedy, but I always get nervous when I act. And I don't know why. And I think it's because I'm actually becoming someone else versus
Yeah,
when I'm doing
Mm.
comedy. That's just me. That's just me and my rarest and my rawest form being myself
Yeah.
most
right.
of the time. And I'm cool.
Okay.
But with acting, it's a little different, I think, for me anyway. And the same with poetry. Sometimes I get nervous, most of the time I don't. And the reason why is because something my daddy told me before he died that stuck in my head. He said, some people are taught to do a thing and some people are born to do a thing. And when
Right.
you're
Mm.
doing what you're born to do, what the hell you nervous about? You were given it. That's what you do. That's who you are. And
Yeah.
so me being a comedian, I've always been funny. I've always been funny. Just sitting, I'll say stuff and people be like, Carla, that's so funny, but I wasn't trying to be funny. Yeah,
Right.
I'm
Right.
just being myself, right?
Natural. Yeah.
So that's something that is just me. Doing comedy is me. And that's me in my purest form. That's just me. But doing the other stuff is what gets me nervous sometimes because I'm really stepping outside my little box, if you will call it, that I
Yeah.
have made up for myself. And I'm doing something that I feel takes a little bit more than me just being myself.
Okay.
And that's the difference for me,
Yeah. That's what's up. I like that. What about you, Cree?
I'll say for myself, one of the things I used to always do, and I did it the last show. I might start off with my walk, right? But
Yeah.
when I hit this walk, it is a tribal war dance. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Absolutely.
almost like
Oh,
it puts me in the
absolutely.
mindset for battle. You know what
Okay.
I'm
Mhm.
saying? It puts me in the mindset for battle. Most people just think it's a dance. It's a whole way of life. So it coming from my
right?
background, in Southern California, that puts me in a mindset of like, okay, I'm here to work. And
Okay.
I do get every show, but it's a different type of nervousness because I'm an adrenaline junkie. I like things that make me like, ooh, like if we high up, I'm one of them people that gotta look over the edge. I got to.
Oh,
No matter what, I
no.
gotta feel the
Nice.
nerves of it. So, and I love it, man. Just like when I was a kid, I used to fight a lot, but it wasn't the fighting. It was more so the nervousness and the adrenaline. You don't know how this is gonna turn out. This is a
Yeah.
wild card.
You're
That's
looking
what
at.
always attracted me to it. And then, I ended up riding motorcycles and I love to go fast, which is funny because in a car, I don't drive like that. I don't drive crazy. I'm slow. They used to call me Pops. They were like, man, Pops over here
Mm-mm.
because I drive slow. But when I get on that bike and it's just me, oh man, you think I'm fighting crime. So it's one of them things where it's like I'm an adrenaline junkie. So I look for that nervousness. That nervousness excites me. I
Okay.
hold on to that. But as soon as I touch the stage and I do like my call and response, the nerves vanish. And it's like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. This is one of the few places where I actually get to be who I am. At work,
Yeah.
I'm who I am for the job. At home, I'm who I am for, the errands and things like that. But on that stage, that's the real Cree. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
That's
That
what's up.
is purely
Yeah.
me. Not saying that the other ones are fake, but this is me
Yeah.
in my rarest form,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
realest form. You know,
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
You know what? That makes a whole lot of sense because I've had people tell me there's DJ, which is actually my real name. That's what my mom named me, and I find it so ironic that I became a DJ because, like, since I was a kid, that's my whole family. Nobody ever calls me my
Yeah.
acronyms of my name, which is Daniel. Like mom, sister, grandma,
Wow.
nobody's always been DJ. So it's like when it comes to that, it's a different kind of landscape because I always get told, well, when I see you, I see DJ, then I see DJ instrumental. And it's like, but we one and the same. And it's like, no, you're not. When you behind them turntables, you're a whole different entity. And I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I
he is. Yeah, he
guess
is.
I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah,
so.
he is.
Yeah. We all
Nah,
we all do that, I
yeah,
think.
we do that.
Yeah,
It's time to put on. Like when like you said, whenever that stage get called out
yeah.
or it's showtime. All right,
Hmm.
prayed about it. Let's go out there and do what they paid us
Yeah.
to do. So,
And I love hosting. But what I always do now, my ritual before I go out, I always dance when I come on stage. I love dancing. I love
Yeah.
dancing out on stage. But I always call my ancestors down. I
That's what's
say,
up.
Most High be with me, and then I call my ancestors, and mainly I call my father because my father used to do all of this stuff that I'm doing now. He just died early, and he didn't get to finish it. But
Right.
my father was a musician. He played 10 instruments proficiently. He sang, he danced, he wrote his own music. He did comedy. He was an artist. He could literally look at you and draw you from scratch. I
That's what's up.
mean, he was a phenomenal person, and I inherited those things from him. And so when I go on stage, I call him down. I'm like, okay, cowboy, that's my father. Cowboy, come with me. And he goes with me. And I also call out to my ancestors, known and unknown, my divine ancestors, the ones who are looking out for me, and they go with me every time.
got you.
So that's how I do it. Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, my next question over here. Now, since you guys love the comedian, I'm gonna ask who's your four, your Mount Rushmore, your four, and then the second question is what underrated comedian deserves more recognition?
Underrated.
Yeah, who's your underrated? Who's somebody that's underrated that needs to be more? But give me your top four Mount Rushmore of comedians, and then give me your person
You
that
go first, Cree, because that's
I
hard.
got you. First, hands down, this person has influenced me, and I'm the type of person. If I like somebody's work, whatever you do, I look. If you wrote a book, I've read it. If you done whatever you've directed, I peep it. So, off the rip, Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac is
Yeah,
my number one on
that's
my
he's
Mount
in my
Rushmore.
top four.
I gotta go
Yeah.
Bernie.
Mhm.
And then I gotta go Richard, man. I gotta go Richard, but my Richard kind of has two faces because Paul Mooney's on the back of that coin because he
okay,
wrote a lot for Richard,
okay, okay,
Right.
And Paul Mooney,
Exactly.
nobody was rawer than Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney didn't care if he made the whole crowd mad. He gonna say what he want. All of you are crackers. Crackers have stolen everything. All of you have stolen. Like he did not
yeah,
care who he
yeah,
offended. The
Nice.
whole crowd
At
could get up,
all.
and Paul would be like, "Well, that's the show." You know what I'm saying? He did not care. So it's got to go
Yeah.
on the backside of Richard Paul, and then
okay.
after that, Eddie Griffin and Dave. Got to
Eddie.
give it up to Dave
Uh,
Chappelle. And
listen.
my underrated is Tony Baker. I've seen him
Exactly,
Yeah.
live. I
exactly.
I
followed
love
all his
Tony.
stuff.
Yeah.
He just the mark of a professional. It was smooth, the transitions, it was original. Everything was just so authentic. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
authentic, and especially as a comedian, who's meant to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Who's meant to. There's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe. And so when I seen Tony Baker live the first time, I was like, yo, this dude's got it. He got something special. He's got
He's
something different.
hilarious.
He's got something different because there's a lot of comedians trying to copy and piggyback off of other comedians. I've had people steal jokes in front of me. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Well, I'm like, hey,
yeah,
bro, like, I'm gonna
I've
see you
had
in the
that
back.
happen.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yes.
So
Crazy.
it gets wild, but when somebody
Yeah.
has it,
yeah.
it's different, and they tell it in a way where nobody can steal the material because
Yo,
it's tailor made for them. You
when he did the cat jokes, man, had me
skibbity
hilarious, bro.
paps, the
Yeah, yeah,
skibbity
yeah,
paps.
Give it
Come
back.
on, man. We all have been skibbity pap, man. I done been skibbity
Yeah.
pap by a stray cat. It's a
yeah,
stray
man.
cat by the
Amazing.
neighborhood everybody called
Oh
Puffs.
my
I used to pet
God.
him. He was cool, and one day he just smacked me, bro. Cuz
Yeah.
just smacked, like he
And
just like went
he did
crazy.
the
I was
cat,
like,
and
boy,
then he
I'm gonna
started
shoot
doing
this cat.
voiceovers. Yeah, he was doing voiceovers.
Those
Everything.
voiceovers were everything. They got us through COVID, didn't they? They
Damn.
did
Yes,
for me
Yeah.
yes.
anyway. But
Damn.
yeah.
Man, the lockdown. Remember when he did the India one, where they was like hitting people with sticks? He's like, "Get in
Yeah.
the house, get in that man." That I still look for that. Like those man is crazy. And don't get me wrong, like he's still on the rise, but I feel like he should. I feel like he needs his flowers now. I feel
Yeah.
like he should be just.
Yes.
He deserves a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Shout
You
Definitely.
out,
know.
shout out to Cruz 704. Shout out to my man James Lyons. I call him the Tyler Perry of Winston
Oh
Salem.
yeah, James is
Man,
crazy.
guys, yeah, shout out to him, man. Gosh,
That's
dog.
my bro. Y'all, this is hard for me.
Come on,
I
come
don't
on.
know because it's really hard for me to say because I have so many uh
If you
comics,
go, if you can
but I
go,
can tell you that when I was just the person who liked to watch comedy,
hmm
of course, I love Red Fox because he was a
that's
dirty
what I
old
was
man, and I
now.
like dirty old
Red
man shit.
Fox
I
was the first
like
one that
I'm the girl that I used to sit and spy on my uncles. I get behind
yeah,
a chair,
yeah.
or I spy on my dad and them, and just listen to them talk about stuff, and I be like, these old dirty ass.
But
But
yeah, you're
it
right.
taught me a lot,
Yeah,
and
Right.
it really, I think it's one of the reasons why I'm so cool with the male species is because I relate. You know, I grew up listening to men banter. My mom had 10 brothers. So,
Mm.
um, I loved Red Fox as a child. I had no business listening to him, but my daddy would let me listen to
he's
Red
the first
Fox.
one that had the album. If y'all want to go back and do your research, the one that had the tapes and the albums out there first.
I loved
I
Mhm.
him. To
judge
me, he
the
was
signing
my
day.
favorite. Um, I love Cheryl Underwood. I
Yeah,
love Cheryl Underwood. I love how she works the crowd.
Mhm.
I love how she's just basically being herself. You could tell. I love her. I love Monique. I love Monique. To me, she was hilarious. I think she's, over the years, she's evolved into this other person. But when Monique first came out, I was like this because she was just very blah, in your face. And I
Yeah,
loved
Right.
her.
you remember that show Snaps, right? When they was going against
Yeah.
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 And I love Miss Lunel. I love her.
Okay.
But I will tell you the most underrated to me is somebody, and she's not because she was on the Queens of Comedy, but I feel like people have forgotten about her is Miss Laura.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Laura,
Laura was
I
the
love Miss Laura because she reminds me of my mom and her sisters. Like
yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
grow up around older Black women and you hear them talk about everything, like Miss Laura's that coming. She like, you call your cousin, girl, get in the car. We finna to go get this bitch. She was over here talking about such and such and such.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that. That's when I started. I was like, yeah, I'm a storyteller.
Okay.
I tell about things that happen to me and other people,
That's
and
good.
I love Miss Laura. I love Miss Laura. Like
Good.
I want to meet her in real life. I've never had the opportunity to meet her, but I loved her. She's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I got an honorable mention for y'all.
I was gonna
And
say what's yours. I was gonna say what's yours. You gonna say yours too, brother? Go ahead. What's
I
yours?
just got I got an honorable mention as a underrated. I'll give you my 4, but
Okay.
that damn Ali Sadiq, man, that dude be
Oh my
having me
God,
in
yes, I
tears.
love
Yeah.
Ali. Now
Yeah.
he's a
Ali
storyteller.
Sadiq.
Yeah, yeah,
When he
Yeah.
did the Mexican got on boots, boy,
Yeah.
I had to, I had to keep rewinding that joint because
Okay.
they even somebody animated it on YouTube, which made it
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
more funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Who's your 4?
um, definitely Richard Pryor up top.
I love
Eddie
Richard. I
Murphy,
love him too. Oh,
uh, Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Eddie,
Who else? Red Fox,
of course.
and my 4th is what is dude's name? He's kind of underrated too. Shit, I was just looking at him on the internet yesterday. Slip my
the
mind.
funeral home dude.
Is he new or old?
What's his
It's
name? He's a mortician. To me,
Shula
he's
King.
hilarious.
no, not Sheila King. Ryan Davis. Ryan Davis.
Shula.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
Ryan. Oh, Ryan. We
Ryan.
gotta
That's
give him
my
his props.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan,
So,
Ryan definitely in my list. That's my dude. Yeah.
so I'm gonna give you some
Ryan's
honorable.
hilarious.
I'm gonna give you an honorable mention because they from back home. Jay Farrell, that's my guy back home.
Oh
Shout out,
yeah.
I love
Dope.
him.
my
Dope.
man
The
Larry
impressions go crazy.
Otis is another. That's one of my guys. They from back home, so I know them pretty good. My top 4. I gotta go with Red Fox all day long. I gotta go with Eddie Murphy all day long.
I
I'm
love
gonna give you
him.
a sleeper. I'm gonna give you a sleeper. I'm gonna give you a sleeper. Talent. Back in the day,
Talent. Okay. I did a few shows with him.
Talent is my guy, and
Yeah.
also um what's his name? My man Hamburglar. Those are
Oh,
my
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Yeah.
Oh,
Burger.
those are my originals because that would make it. The honorable mention though, I give Tony Rock because I know he was in Virginia a lot of times, so
Yeah.
I give his props. He's the underrated, so I
there's
give him.
so many. I
But
mean, there's really so many.
something. But you see the
Especially if
special?
you talking about the Def Jam era,
Did
man.
you
That
see the special that just came out?
yo.
Yeah.
And then they
Mhm.
roasted Kevin Hart last night. I think they did
Mm.
they roasted Kevin Hart, and then they said
Yeah.
Dave
I haven't
Chappelle
watched it.
quote got Kevin Hart and Cat Williams back talking again.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Just
I love
Yeah,
watched
I've
it.
seen
Cat.
that. I've
Cat's
seen
my
that clip.
favorite.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cat
definitely.
is my favorite of the new school.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
love Cat. I love Cat because he talks shit. He crazy. You think maybe he on drugs. You can't
Pimp
prove it.
down.
You got that. He's so little and
Yeah.
hyper.
There you
I
go.
Definitely a
like a little old
mastermind.
hyper nigga like that. I
Definitely a
like it.
mastermind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Like all jokes aside, right? When he did that Shay Shay interview and he said, I spent years gathering knowledge and your secrets, I was like, this nigga is diabolical. Like when you say that's the equivalent of flashing a gun. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
got it on me. Like,
Yeah.
don't step out of line because I know your secrets.
He
Yeah.
said, I have
Boy,
time. That's what he said. I have time today. That's why I like that. I like that. I like that. Of
That
course, I love Dave Chappelle. I like Dave Chappelle because he's a cerebral
Yeah.
comic.
Mm,
He
mm,
makes you think.
Shout out to DC. Yep. Dave out there. Yeah. But Dave.
mm.
I love him. Now, I like Kevin Hart. Don't get me wrong, but I like Kevin Hart, the actor, versus Kevin Hart, the comedian.
Hey, listen,
Definitely,
it's
And I
definitely.
love Mike Epps as
funny too.
like I just want to sit down and do knee medicine
Oh
with
my,
Mike Epps one day.
there you go.
I want to do it one
Uh,
time. I'm like, Mike,
What's
come
going on?
on, let's talk about it.
So,
You know,
so as you comedians, what did you feel about they about to do it? The other Friday's about to touch down. Chris,
I feel
Sean,
like they waited too long, man. I feel like they
Dude.
waited. Now here's my thing, right? Cube said it wasn't up to him, but you want me to believe that when you once walked into a record label with a bat demanding your money, you feel me? So
stop, stop,
I'm
stop.
just
I
saying,
know
listen,
you're going.
I'm just
Stop,
saying, if you
stop.
gonna have to keep that same energy, gangster. Now listen,
Listen,
listen, I'm
I
from the
believe
West
it when I
Coast.
see it.
Cube, I feel like Cube raised me as an older brother. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Half of the reason why I wanted my Impala, right, was because of today was a good day. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that, right?
Well, let
But
me ask you a
I
question.
don't.
This said that. No, let me ask you a question. Since you said that,
Mm,
his son
mhm,
doing his acting now. How do you
yeah.
guys feel if you had children that wanted to go in your footsteps to do comedy or do other things? How do you feel comedy, acting, situation? What is your thoughts on that? Coming from the comedian side, what would you think?
It would have to really be in you. I don't want you trying to live in my shadow. I gotta see you work and I gotta see it be authentic. You can't be a carbon copy of me. You get what I'm saying? You already not gonna be a copy of me because you didn't grow
no,
up like me. You know what I'm saying? So
of
I
course.
I would have to see it, and you gotta show me something that lets me know that you're doing it for the right reasons, right? Because like my father was in the Marine Corps, right? And he used to
Mm,
always go back and forth like, man, you wouldn't have made it. You wouldn't have made it. So when I wanted to join, I wasn't trying to join for the right reason. You get what I'm saying?
Of
And
course.
unfortunately, a tattoo that I had kept me out, and my recruiter didn't want to give me a waiver. But I looked at it as a sign from God because I was like, I probably would have changed the whole trajectory of my life trying
Yeah.
to prove somebody wrong when this is a lot bigger than what I'm thinking it is. You get what I'm saying? So
No,
yeah.
understood. I was just asking. Somebody was
so
asking. Reason why Carl, I'm gonna get to you in a second. But the reason why I asked
No,
that
it's
question
fine.
is somebody said today they was like, as a parent, and we teach our kids to do the right thing or be responsible and respectful in that. But now, if they want to follow in your footsteps, as far as a job, a career, or any situation, how do you feel about it? That's why I asked that question. But go ahead, Miss Carla. Tell us what you think about that. They came,
Um,
little one came to you and said, "This is what I'm about to do." What do you say to them? What's the important? What do you say to them?
well, first I'd be like, "Are you sure?" But I would be cool with it because I come from a family of people who entertain people.
Okay.
And I just feel like it's the gift being passed down. That's how I feel. My granddaughter already is a dancer. She be dancing and making up her own songs and stuff. And I just be watching her. And she may never grow up and do that, but she might, you
Okay. What
know.
about
And if she were, I wouldn't be mad about it. I really wouldn't be.
well,
And like Chris said, everybody has their own life experience. So it would be based upon her life and not mine, you
okay.
know.
Well,
So I'm cool with it. I'm cool. I mean, now my kids, I got one kid that's a social worker, one that's a nurse. Um, I got one that's a student child. She's a singer. My daughter can sing. She just
okay.
doesn't do it,
Okay.
and I fuss at her about it. But it's you gotta do what makes your heart sing. As long as you don't come up here and ask me for no damn money, because I ain't got it. Do what you wanna do. Yeah. I don't care, because I done did enough. You understand me?
Yep. DJ, tell me, what about you, man?
All right, so pose it to me again because I was trying to
I
put
was
Cree
saying
back.
if your kids
appreciate
came
you.
to you, say, I want to follow in your footsteps,
You said it.
Well,
DJing or whatever job, whatever.
both of mine already have.
Okay.
Oh,
Except
wow.
my son, he went the route for rapping, and which he's
Understood.
doing really good now. He got a viral mixtape out. My daughter ended up going with poetry, which she's amazing at,
She
and
is.
yeah, she's also getting into acting. So the next movie we got coming, I got her role in it. So we're gonna see how she do. But yeah,
Okay.
they both of them came at like, because I think my daughter was maybe 10 when she asked, and my son, he really didn't even want to rap. After he got out of prison, he basically was, just focusing on getting his life back together and being with his kids,
Right.
which he
Okay.
ended up doing, and I'm proud of him for that. But he was one day he was like, "Pops, I had a lot of emotion, and I just started writing." And he was like, I put it to a beat, and he was like, I ain't realized I could actually do it. I said, I told you you could, but I had to let you to make that decision.
Understand.
So after he did that, he done took off. Now he's in the Flowmaster competition, which is coming up now.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now my son, he was funny. He could have been a comedian. Like,
Yeah.
my son just recently passed, but out of all the kids, I would have thought he would have been the one to take the mantle because he was a hilarious guy. Like he just for no reason. You know what I mean? He would
Yeah.
just say stuff and you would
That's right.
laugh. He was a very funny guy.
Okay.
But yeah.
Blessings as always. But that's why I wanted to, because like I said, as also as parents, the mental we go through, we want to give our children the best, give them things that we didn't have, or show them things that to prepare them for this world. But then we ask them if they want to do things and why did you do it. Sometimes they be like, "This is that's all I know. This is what I seen," or
Absolutely.
that's why.
Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ. I know you see you have some other questions. You see you have some other questions you was going to ask.
Yeah, the last one, because it's about
Yeah.
time for us to get up out of here. So for you two, like where do you see yourself going with the comedy? Like, would you want your own comedy special? Would you want to play to like I don't know, I guess I'm gonna say stadium of people, to where like the people done got to know you this much, and you look out there and see their crowd. Just like I was saying last week, my goal when it came to DJing is to get to a stadium. I want to do a festival, like 100,000 people. I want to go out there and rock, show my ass, and leave off the stage like, yeah, I did it. So yeah,
You want
that's
to be
what I
like
want to
Eddie
know from
Murphy and
y'all.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nah.
I like the intimate small, like I'm a lounge comedy person. Like I'm a comedy club person. Even though not
Yeah.
now one of these damn clubs around here, like the big one, Comedy Zone has never invited me
Oh
ever.
wow.
And to open for anyone. And I know I'm funny. It's funny as any but anyway. But I like the smaller venues when it comes to comedy. Even though I know it would be great to do to do a arena, but the reason why is because I like to go out and talk to my people. Like after a show, I literally like mixing it up with the folk. Now, when I'm acting, that's something different. Now, I would love to do a stage play in front of thousands of people because that energy, either way, the energy is just palpable. You feel it, right? They give it to you. But I think for comedy, it's different than it is for acting. And the same for poetry. I like the small, intimate venues because you can see your audience and they can see you, and the energy is doing this. When it's a whole bunch of people, I don't know, because I've never done a crowd more than I've done maybe 1,000 people before, but I've never done the arenas and things, and I don't know how that would be because I'm an empath.
Gotcha.
And I have to put that out there. I absorb other people's feelings. And sometimes I have to really set myself when I'm doing shows. Like I did a show one time and this lady was looking at me and I felt the urge to cry. And it kept every time I look at this woman. And after the show, she told me she had just buried her husband that day. And she was sitting there laughing with everybody else, but I felt her grief. And every time I looked at her, it was washing over me. And that's to the 10th power for me sometimes when I'm in a room full of a whole bunch of people, I start feeling people's stuff.
Okay.
So I don't know how it would be for me to be in a situation that big, and not be feeling crazy.
Okay, makes sense. Well, so we understand that. So, like I said, we give you props for all that you do. To put into it, to get there, to look at all the different crowds, look at the age gap, looking at all that, and still got to do 1, 2 shows, even more. So, kudos to you. We want to thank you for actually coming on, taking time out your busy schedule to come on up here to Mental Conversation Podcast. We do this each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Shout out to all the people that was watching. Don't forget, also, if you want to come get on the Mental Conversation podcast, hit myself up, DJJerseyTheHost.com, or hit our Facebook pages up. Or we actually have the Mental Conversation podcast Facebook page up, so you can go to there or go on the DJ box. What else you got for him, DJ?
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Can you hear me on this one?
Yeah, we hear you.
Wait a minute. Give me a second.
You froze, but we can hear you just
We
fine.
can still hear you. You froze though.
Yeah, I don't the frozen.
There you go.
There
you go.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. You back.
You froze. I had a damn brain fart.
That happens.
See, it ain't me this week, Carla. It ain't me. I've been on the whole time. It ain't me, man.
Right.
Yeah. But once again, we want to thank everybody for coming out to Mental Conversation Podcast. I go by the name DJ Jersey Host, my partner in crime, my brother, DJ Instrumental, part of the Legend DJs. If you want to catch us each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m., but if you want to see us out in the streets, Greensboro, every first Sunday of the month, we're at Gate City Tavern from 2 to 7, 2 to 9. If you want to see us in Winston, we're at Tony's Nightlife every third Sunday of the month from 2 to 7 or 3 to 7, depends on what's going on. If you would like to be a guest on the Mental Conversation podcast, hit us on our inbox, Jersey All in One Media or DJ Instrumental. Check out his EPs. You got 2 coming out. You guys, before y'all get off of here, let them know where they can get you. Give them your handle so they can get in touch with you if they want to do a show or see you guys a show. Oh, before I do that, shout out to NC Live. I'm part of the production crew. We got the first of many, but our second show at High Point Theater in August. We'll have 4 bands: Soldry, Something for the People, Lady of Soul, and Mo Soul. And then Carla, I got you. Curry, I got you too, man. We got some stuff we got going on. There you go. He back. There you go. It ain't me this week, dog. It ain't me. It ain't me this week, dog.
It's cool.
It's definitely me this time. My damn.
It
But I was just letting them
happens.
know. We just letting them know their handle, how they get in touch with them. So that was that. But DJ, matter of fact, you guys let them know your social handle, and then DJ's going to end the show.
Me first.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm on Facebook under my government name, which is Carla Carla Simpson, like Bart, like OJ, whichever one you want to use, Simpson. I'm also on Instagram under Afro 10, and that's AAHFRO 101, correction. I'm also on TikTok under Afro 10, the AAHFRO 10. I also have my YouTube channel at Afro 10. And I'm trying to post more there. I'm trying to be, more social media savvy, but hey, I'm in my 50s. I don't give a damn. I be trying, you know what I'm saying? I be like, man, shit. Do you see me? Okay, good. And good enough. So y'all hit me up. I'm here. If you need me, you can reach me on the inbox. I actually read my inbox. Now, some of them I don't respond to because some of y'all be doing too much. And keep y'all daddies out my damn inbox. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Mr. Paul and Mr. Robert and them jumping in my damn inbox talking about some baby girl. Can I take you out to hell? No.
No, he didn't say baby girl. Hey, what do you say? Hey, girl. Come here, girl.
Baby girl. I like it when an old man call me baby girl, but just, within reason.
Okay. Mr. Rush. Go ahead, man.
I'm on all platforms under Cree Rushing. That's KREE or USHING. It's everything: Facebook, Instagram. I even got an X. I don't use it much because that place is straight debauchery. But yeah, I'm on everything. If you're trying to book me, that's Cree Rushing Booking at Gmail, and hit me up. Now the IG DMs is a little crazy because I get messages from all over, so the email is definitely better.
Okay. All right. Thank y'all for having us. DJ, take us away, my brother.
All right. Well,
thank y'all.
I'm not a philosopher. I just know what I know. You can either take what I say and apply it to your life, or you can eat my draws. I don't give a fuck. Either way.
No, not eat the draws.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit crazy.
that's his
Just,
saying.
just a little. Just a little.
Saying.
But JERZ, I
You
don't know if you've noticed, but during the stream you haven't seen any smoke, right?
none at all.
Okay.
I was going to say that later.
I got rid of the goddamn thing. So my message to y'all is you can do anything you put your mind to, because I don't know how many times I've been riding down the road and I threw the motherfucker out the window, done paid $30. I'm talking about the whole thing. This time I really set it in my mind, like, it's
Come
really
on.
no good. Like, if you really look, there's a vape shop on literally every corner.
Come
So I
on.
know it ain't no good for me, but I had to really set it in my mind that I could do it. So I say to y'all out there, if there's something you want to keep, fight it. Give it your all with your mental, because that's what I had to do. I had to go deep in my mental to say I don't need this shit.
I know. I quit a million times. Well, I didn't vape. I smoked. I'll
Oh
be 8 years cigarette free.
Come on.
September, Labor
nice.
Day weekend. I quit. I quit cold turkey,
Yeah.
and I smoked since I was 17 years old. So I know all about it.
Mm.
So yeah,
So
Well,
yeah.
we
you,
about to get
Good
this,
for
me.
you.
yeah.
We about to get in this gym. We about to get back.
Oh,
You know,
as soon as I get off the stream, that's where I'm going.
we
I'm
about to head
doing that
out.
now too. I've been working
Yeah.
out. Gotta keep it
Yeah.
lifted up, child. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
whatever you set your mind to do, you can do it. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't.
Absolutely.
Also, there in our community, I know we're about the only community that tell people you're too old to do this, you're too old to do that.
Mhm.
People talking about, do what you are called to do, whether it's a comedian, whether it's a DJ, whether it's a singer, actor. I don't give a damn what your age is. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it, because if you feel it in your heart, then you do it. All right.
Exactly.
What I
Right.
do. Well, thank y'all for coming out. God
Appreciate
bless y'all. Good night. Another
Thank
episode of
you.
Station in the Bag. I'm signing off. DJ Jersey, the host, with my brother.
DJ Instrumental.
Until then, peace.
Peace.